because we've got Sancho and we've got Rashford to come back. And
hold on. You mean to tell me 50 million down the drain?
Look. Guys. We paid a lot of money. We paid a lot of money a long time ago. Okay? Look.
He was the highest goal scorer last season.
I don't want no smoke, bro.
He was the highest goal scorer last season. Don't forget.
Martial.
Yes, Martial. Tony Martial.
Are you serious?
Yes, bro.
Okay. That's an interesting stat. I don't remember that one.
Sorry, what did you say? What was the stat?
That Martial was the highest scorer.
Goal scorer last season.
How many goals did he score?
Oh, Bruno.
I thought Bruno was. Is this in the league or is this all
Bruno was.
Yeah, in my head it was Bruno as well.
Yeah, I think it was.
What did Bruno have, like 16?
Bruno joined only in Jan,
goals? No,
that was Bruno 2 seasons ago,
seasons ago.
So he had 17 goals last season and 31 goals before that.
So 17 in all comps. That's definitely not your highest goal scorer. Bruno. It's 100% Bruno. Bruno had 16 in the league or something alone.
17. One sec. He was our last. Bruno had
16 in the league alone, bro. There's no way he had 17 in all, like under 17 in all comps.
Yeah, he definitely won a few penalties in the Europa League.
Oi. We don't like that kind of banter. We don't like that kind of banter.
I'm just talking facts. No, only facts.
but did you say Ole facts?
No, I said no printers, only facts.
So 17 goals. He had 17 goals in the 1920 season. He was a top goal scorer in the 1920 season, not last.
All right, carry on, Segs, carry on.
So I think, look, against Everton, it was just like, like I said, it was just a bad day in the office. It happened to the best of us. Like it happened to you guys look, nobody invited you to my speech. So it's like the same thing that happened to you guys, when you played Juventus. It was just a bad day at the office. You know what I mean? Just a bad day. And we were just trying to rest our big boys, trying to keep them fresh, because we knew the international break was coming. We're like, what?
Fresh for what?
We actually wanted.
What? For what? The break's coming.
Look, guys.
Let him finish. Let him finish
them to their countries healthy, because we want to make sure their countries perform really well. So we are just doing community service, as far as I'm concerned. It's what I'm doing.
Bro, I totally agree with having a bad day in the office, whatever. But you got to pick your best team. You got to pick your best. Don't give me an excuse of rotation, Bert, David. Excuse of rotation, impossible.
But listen, when you see the team that he started, when you see the top three, you see there was Martial, you see Cavani, and then you see Greenwood. Martial got the goal. Cavani deserves to start this was his first start of the season, okay? And Greenwood starts on the right wing. There's no one else that starts on the right wing.
Why didn't Pogba start? Why didn't Pogba start? Why didn't Ronaldo start? Ronaldo might not even play the international. They're playing against Qatar.
Playing on the left wing. Pogba's playing on the left wing, and Martial had started left wing this season for rotation. Right? We always play Bert and Bruno. Yeah.
I agree. I agree with all this. I agree. But wait, Shegs, 1 minute. You're going to a 2-week international break. You have Bruno will start for Portugal. Pogba will start for France. McFred, I don't even know.
Maybe.
McTominay, I don't even think they have. I don't know if they have. But my point is, you start your strongest team.
Yeah, and this is a game. You're playing.
It's not like McFred is not. Pogba starting on the left wing, but McFred is still playing. So if Pogba
but this is a game.
Those two will still be in midfield. So yesterday what happened was Martial started over Pogba and he got his goal. So you can't fault that.
Agreed, but the goal becomes useless when they scored another goal. My question again.
Hold on 1 second, Jithin. I have to side with David, because I'll tell you what. If this same result came out of the game and they played his first 11, everyone would have said, "Oh, he didn't rotate the players, and what is he doing?" In hindsight, anything is possible. But you don't hope for that.
Yes,
you don't have to rotate, especially when you're going for a 2-week break. You don't have to rotate.
That was the right line.
Ronaldo just played 90 against Villareal midweek. He's 37, bro.
Agreed.
37. He plays better than McFred, who's what, 29, 28? So I don't know what is it. But bro, it's my point. My point here. My point. You're playing against Everton. You're not playing against the bottom of the league table. You're playing against Everton, a good team, a good manager. Tuchel went with changed some of our first 11 players. I would be fuming. No, against Everton, a great team.
Jithin.
I would prepared team. You don't play your best 11. You play your best.
Listen, Jithin, the 3 subs that he made, if one of the 3 subs that he made got the winning goal, we would be having a different discussion. Because they had to do more. They had to do more. The subs had enough to win the game. So the starting 11 wasn't really an issue.
So guys,
the game point changed as well. If you had a better starting 11, I feel.
I just want to also add that we can see some real development from Ole now, because he's learned to make subs. Last season we would have just lost that game and he would have done nothing. No, you're laughing, but about being top 6 so serious. He's learned to actually make subs, because before, last season in the Europa final, did nothing. He didn't make any subs until right. So at least now he's learning. He's maturing. But at United, we don't need you to mature. We need you to win. So he should have known better than to do that kind of nonsense. It was too late. I think to be honest, the team he put out could beat Everton if we had a good system. Because Cavani's a top striker. Martial, he can be Thierry Henry one day.
That 11 was good enough to win the game, bro.
It was 100%. And Greenwood has been playing really well. I just think whatever system Ole is trying to implement, nobody can see it. And unless you guys can unless David can come here and explain to me Ole's system, which I doubt he can.
It's the quality of Fred.
No. He just doesn't know how to set up a team. He has no clue. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's completely out of his depth. He needs to go and sack himself and become a director of football just for the good of the club, because he loves the club so much. He should go and become a director of football and get a real coach.
We beat them twice last season, or thrice last season. We beat Paris.
You haven't beaten Everton. You haven't beaten Everton in this
fixture. David, all the big teams that we always beat, we beat them on counter-attack. Oh my God, he's amazing. And I agree. But against the lower teams where we actually have to play ball, he doesn't know what he's doing.
It happens with individual errors, bro. Yesterday, if Fred sucks that up and makes that foul and takes the yellow card, we don't concede that goal, bro.
So David, just using that as an example, under Lampard, Chelsea were making lots of individual errors. And now under Tuchel, all those individual are gone.
That's exactly what I said. Look at Jorginho. He looked like a terrible player under Lampard.
Jorginho was terrible under Lampard.
Why does Fred
Ballon d'Or, guys. Ballon d'Or.
Mark my words. Why does he still play for Brazil?
No.
Who cares?
I'm actually on your side.
What I'm saying.
I'm on your side, David.
The resources available for Ole as a starting 11 in this team not to lose a game.
Why was this issue not addressed earlier? It's not this year. It's been there for 2 years.
It doesn't set up to go out and win the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
But David, look. You see, with Fred, I actually don't think Fred is that bad of a player. Honestly, I think there's a really good gem of a player, but he needs a good coach to set up a good team.
He needs to be off after 60 minutes, or he needs to come on from the 68th minute onwards. He can't play 90 minutes. He doesn't to go on for 90 minutes.
Look, like you said, with Brazil, he's got Casemiro beside him, and they do bits together.
Exactly.
So it's not Fred that's a bad player. It's not McTominay or McFred that's a bad combo. I'm telling you, if we had the right coach, to be honest, if Conte had McFred, they'd still do bits. I guarantee you. It's not that they're bad players. It's just Ole for me he's like an almost coach. He's just almost good enough. But he's still better than Lampard, if we're comparing club legends and all that.
Let's be real. You cannot compare. Listen. Let me put this into perspective for you. You are comparing Ole, who is 14 years into management, to Lampard, who didn't even start out as an assistant coach, went straight into Derby County in his first season in management,
he got the job.
and then came into Chelsea. Okay, he got the job. But you're talking about a
Are you calling Mulder or Mold or whatever that team is called a real coaching experience?
That means Rafa Benitez is supposed to win the league every year then, right? Why is he not winning the league every year? Benitez.
What are you talking about? Benitez is coaching Everton.
He has so many years of experience, right? What's he doing in this team? Why is it? If
He's coaching Everton.
skills matter that
Who
much,
don't put the same money that Ole gets. Ole spent
why
$1
is
billion.
Mourinho gone
He
to
spent
Roma?
$8 billion under Ole. Don't come at me with that.
More experience he's gained, his team profile has reduced over the years. Why is that happening?
Dave,
Yeah, but he's already won everything. He has nothing to prove. He's won everything. When Ole
He's
has
here
won
for the money now.
But that's what I'm saying, right? Years of experience doesn't matter. It's results that's what matters.
Of course it
So you
matters.
can't-
Of
so you
course experience
why-
matters.
Okay, so one sec. Bert, why did you sack Lampard then? You knew what he came in
Because
with,
we
right?
are Chelsea. Let me
Because
tell you
we are
this: if,
Chelsea.
if Lampard was a United legend,
the year
if
after he
Lampard
won,
was a
we
United
are
legend
Chelsea.
and doing what Ole is doing, he would still be in a
So
job.
why did he get the job?
If Lampard did
Exactly.
what he was doing
It
at
don't
Chelsea
prove
as a
mediocrity.
United legend,
Exactly.
he
No
would still
sentiment.
be in a job.
Why did
Exactly.
He got
Why
the
did
job
Lampard
to
get
get
the job?
he got the job to get the academy players in the team. We had a transfer ban.
There's no mediocrity at Chelsea.
I loved it.
And that's
Loved
the only
it.
reason
Loved
he's
it.
sacked.
Zero
You
sentiment.
said it's going to be
Yeah.
a 3-year project, and Lampard is going to get the
Bro.
time. He's going to be trusted with the time by the board
No.
for the next 3 years. Bert has said this.
Okay.
Can you,
Okay, hold on.
Okay, you
Hold
did,
on,
right?
David.
So
Yeah,
you
David.
said, one sec, let me finish. So you said he had the credentials. He did bits at Derby, bought them to a
I
player.
said he has the potential. I
One
said
sec,
there's
yeah.
a difference.
So, yeah,
I
doesn't
never
matter.
said credentials.
So the
That's
potential
different.
comes-
He
doesn't
has
come from
zero
positive
credentials.
experience.
Zero
But the
credentials. He won
potential
nothing.
doesn't-
Nada.
The potential
Nada.
The potential doesn't come from years of experience. It comes from ability to coach.
Yeah. of
Exactly.
course.
So
He
as
didn't prove
coaches of-
anything.
so
He didn't
as
prove
two
anything.
coaches of two top clubs, you can't say you can't compare Ole and Lampard. You 100% can compare Ole and Lampard.
You can compare to
There's no
some
doubt about
extent. You can't
There's no-
fully compare. There's no
black and
way
white.
you can.
It's black and white.
Guys. Could I just drop a quick plot twist in this one? You know how we just said earlier that without Mount, there's a big mountain to climb because Chelsea are a joke without Mount. Who brought Mount into the team? I feel like
Lampard.
it was Lampard.
Who brought
Bro,
Reece James?
I love the hire
Lampard.
and fire of Lampard. Hire and fire. I was upset. when
Listen,
Lampard
listen.
left, But the hiring and the firing was perfect. Correct time. It had to be done.
Listen.
Had to be done.
Lampard was a stepping stone manager, just as Ole is a stepping stone manager. Let me tell you
I don't
this,
think so.
because there was no
Ole spending
other
more time.
perfect person for the job that Lampard did, that anybody else could do at Chelsea, given the transfer ban, given the knowledge
Okay.
of the Chelsea
Exactly.
academy,
Thank
and
you.
given
Well said.
Can I
the
add
top
something?
4 target.
Okay.
Nobody
Can I add
else could have done this job.
Can I add
And
something?
this is why I'm telling you that
Okay.
you need a top level manager to
Okay.
succeed Ole, because
Now
Ole
can
has
I-
been
can I
great
add?
at what he's doing. He does not have that elite level
Okay.
of coaching, which
Now can I
Chelsea
add
saw immediately in Lampard, sacked him, and let me finish. Champion.
Thank
UCL.
you.
Can
Okay?
I add something now?
Hashtag
That's
copy.
my piece.
When Lampard got the job, you all said it's going to be a 3-year project, right? Now, Ole said the same
Project
thing.
is
Let me finish.
Wait,
Ahmed,
let him finish. Let him finish.
Ole said the same thing, right? And I said the same thing, 3-year project.
It's
Now-
been 4 years.
If Lampard was in the same place of performance as Ole, finishing third in his first season, finishing second in his second season, and didn't win anything,
With 0
you guys-
trophies, sacked.
Good enough. Exactly. Not good enough at Chelsea. With 0
But-
trophies,
but-
just
but
not good enough.
when he was sacked because he was at 10th position in the league.
David,
Conte was
one
sacked for
second.
that too.
1 second, David. One
He
second.
was sacked
One
after
second.
because he was out of
After winning the league.
he was
Conte
David,
was sacked for
because
that
he couldn't
same position
prove
after
that he
winning the
could
league.
compete in the league.
David,
in the
David,
first place.
David.
He couldn't even come to top 6. He wasn't
Okay.
good enough top
David,
6.
David,
That's why-
listen.
Not
Listen.
because
He came to top 4 with the transfer ban. What are you talking about?
What? Yeah, but
He
then
ended up top 4 with the transfer ban.
why was he sacked?
With the
then?
transfer ban, he ended up top 4.
Because
just
he
said
was
he's
not
good
good
enough.
enough after being back.
Exactly.
He wasn't good enough.
In that season, he wasn't good
Maybe
enough.
he's
He wasn't
elite
given the chance, right? He wasn't given the chance.
There is no learning on the job at Chelsea.
was.
It's not how the club
Exactly.
operates.
So
This
you
is
can't
not a
make him
learn
do
on
the
the
job
job
or he's
club.
not
excuses for his top
Exactly.
four
This is a results club. If there are no results, there's
Bro.
nothing for you here.
Second,
Whether you're a legend of the
an
club.
overachievement in the previous season where he
No
finished.
sentiments.
Then you didn't even let him finish the season. It was halfway through the season at saying he's not
We
good
won't.
enough.
After,
We won't.
after,
We need trophies.
after
We need
spending
results.
200 million, you think Chelsea are going to drop out of the Champions League?
Impossible, bro.
And
Come
it
on, you know
proved-
how
it
you know
proved-
how
it
we
proved-
work.
Hold on, right?
Hold
He
on,
did drop
hold on.
out.
That was made
He
was
did
right.
drop out,
Hold on.
right?
It
He
proved
did
to
drop
be.
out,
Did
right?
it prove to be the right
He did
decision?
drop out.
Did it
He
prove
did
to
drop
be
out.
the right
You
decision?
said he was
That's
10.
hindsight, bro.
He was
That's
10.
It is, bro. Listen to me. It's
What
not
happened?
hindsight. It's in
That's
front of us. It's
what-
front sight.
If
Bro.
Tuchel
Exactly.
was able to do it, if Tuchel was able to do a turnaround, then Lampard would have also been able to do a turnaround. You can't say he wasn't.
Absolutely not, because of the experience. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You cannot compare a coach who has 2 years of experience to someone who's been coaching for so long.
With the youth, you're saying
David,
what Lampard did with that
No,
youth.
this is what I'm telling you. He was the perfect person for the job given the transfer ban. Nobody else had the knowledge of the Chelsea academy and the coaching level to bring Chelsea into a top 4 position, given their resources.
Out of youth, you don't think you can get that out of professional players, superstars?
He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it for Happy. Hold on, bro. Listen to me. Let me paint the bigger picture here, okay? Abramovich came into Chelsea 2003. We're in 2021, right? In those 18 years, Chelsea have never gone 2 successive seasons without a trophy.
So when he finished top 4, why didn't you sack him?
You know how ridiculous of a
So when he finished top 4 without a trophy, why didn't you sack him?
Sorry?
Bro, because that was his role. That was, bro. We set.
Because
That's what he came in for. That was the objective. Top 4 was the objective, right? That's the objective. The next
season set every season.
The next season.
What I'm saying, right? So if he finished top 4 and then finished 2 in that season,
okay,
is that progress?
Okay, one second. Listen to me,
Two in which season?
David, listen to me.
David, listen to me.
Guys, what
he's doing, what David is doing, he's comparing.
1 second.
He's comparing it similar to Ole's structure when Ole came second. If we came second, would you guys need its improvement? He's talking in that perspective.
The next season,
bro,
David, you cannot.
Bro, we were 15 points behind the
exactly.
spot. You think he would have finished second?
When Ole came in, he had to transform the staff, the back staff onwards, all the way from the coaching academy, all the way from the youth. All the way.
No.
That sounds like a great director of football.
No.
Exactly.
Not a coach.
No. What Ole did was he brought in people to help him because there were parts of the job he couldn't do.
It happened under his watch. Right?
This is why you hired Eric Ramsey
during the summer. He was the boss, right? He was the boss that overlooked everything, right? Was he the boss? Was Ole the boss to overlook everything?
He was the coach, right? He was
the
coach.
He's
a coach. He's not a manager. He's a coach.
Carrick and the other guy, McKenna.
They are assistant coaches, and Ole's a coach.
He is the manager of the club. He's the boss of the club. They call him boss. Yeah, okay. He's the boss of the club. Whatever happened from the youth academy till the first team, everything happens under his watch.
So Ed Woodward did nothing. The sports guy did nothing.
The financial side.
Nobody else
he
did
doesn't do the football. He doesn't come up with the training. He doesn't put the training cones on the pitch. Yeah, that's what Ole does. In charge of that. Whatever has been done from the grassroots till the top, second place, third place, finals, semi-finals, all
not good enough. Not good enough at Chelsea. That's what I'm saying. Not good enough at Chelsea.
Right to finish the season, and then we make a
decision. I never said he doesn't deserve the right to finish the season. I never said that. I agree with you. He deserves to finish the season.
I am okay not winning trophies because I know we don't have a good enough side because there are better teams than us. Chelsea is probably a better team than us. City is a better team than us.
Bro, all this while you're saying 21 is coming. Now you're saying you don't have it.
The trophy will come at the end of the season. It won't come to me now.
You said you're not going to win anything.
I'm saying
David. Okay, stop. No, David, you're doing too much. David, it's okay. No, David, I cannot stand here as a United fan. I can't take you as a United fan saying that our club is not good.
Separate chat.
David, I agree with you. David, I agree with what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying.
Let me say it correctly first. I said we won't win anything with the Fred pivot. I said we will win something once Rashford comes back. We stop playing the pivot and Pogba comes back, which will be proved at the end of the season.
Okay.
Correct. You're right. You are right. I agree. And let me just say this. I never said, just for clarity, I never said he doesn't deserve to finish the season. He 100% deserves to finish the season. I said he does not have that elite coach level as the rest of the rivals to compete with those three. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Your squad is good enough to win the league.
You're only basing that off the resources he had till last season. This season is very different. The number of resources, the quality, everything changes. The defense has improved.
Yet to be proven.
That's what I'm saying. Don't judge him based on the squad he had. The lack of depth squad he had. He has a proper challenging side now. Give him this season. That's all I'm saying.
And David, to touch on your point where you said that Lampard was good enough to finish 4th with a transfer ban. So why was he not good enough to finish from 10th to 2nd or 10th to 4th? Conte won the league with Chelsea. The next season, we were at 10th position when he got sacked. You're telling me Conte wasn't good enough to bring us back to top 4? It's just a consistency.
He was found out. Bro, Conte was found out. There's no way he could have played
exactly. That's just the consistency in decision making at the Chelsea Football Club.
Conte wasn't found out. Conte wasn't backed after he won the league. That was the difference.
Exactly. He wasn't backed after he won the league.
Conte, after he won the league, got Drinkwater, Zappa Costa, Bakayoko, Baba Rahman, Gila Boji. Come on, bro. Are you serious right now?
That's talent.
No way, man.
That's talent, guys.
My point being,
Baba Rahman forever.
Whether you're Conte who's won the league or whether you're Lampard who finished
Conte wasn't back. That's why he left. And he did the same thing with Inter because he knew the road Inter were going down after Lukaku was leaving. Conte takes no shit from anyone. He went for a job interview at Tottenham. They weren't giving him what he wants. He's out. He doesn't give a shit. Conte.
He still got fired.
Bro, they agreed to part ways.
And bro, I'm telling you, even Tuchel can get fired in the next 2 seasons if he doesn't perform.
He got fired from Chelsea, so there's a big difference in those two stories.
Even Tuchel can get fired in the next 2 seasons if we don't get results.
But I'm just saying, Conte didn't get fired at Inter. He got fired at Chelsea.
Agreed. Exact reason for Lampard, bro. Lampard had to get fired. I was so upset, but he had to get fired. He had to get sacked at that moment. It was the right time. Thank God everything has worked out for us. Tuchel came. He found a system to play these guys in. We spent so much money. So it completely made sense for Tuchel to come in that time. Yeah. He was available, thankfully, a great coach. And I feel like his German helped Kai Havertz, helped Timo Werner, helped these guys to just get their mindset in because they were all over the place. It's not like Lampard still needs a lot of time. He needs the elite mentality that Bert's talking about. He's still not ready. He has to get back into coaching. It might be some time, but he has to get back into coaching. Maybe a team like Norwich, maybe a smaller team in the Premier League, get experience, build the team, and then trust me, in 10 years' time, maybe he will have the potential and
the second part of the job came too soon for him. The first part of the job was ideal for him, the scenario. Because there was no pressure to...
Exactly.
There was
no expectation.
The second part of the job, he could not handle. And it was clear to see when we went to the second season, which you wouldn't see until the second season.
Yeah, you guys are thinking about it so properly. So when you're looking at Ole now, reaching semi-finals and finals...
His fourth season, bro. He's in his fourth season.
Now he has the players, right? Now he has the players with the proper...
Okay, fair enough.
That's why I said he deserves the end of the season. That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough, David.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you.
It's his fourth season now.
Yeah.
Okay, I know. This is what I'm saying.
No, we absolutely agree.
I agree with you. But anyway, great points, guys. We're an hour and a half in. We have to come to a conclusion. We have a long season to go. Lots of points. It was a great discussion. Thank you, SEGZ. We look forward to you every week because your energy is unmatched.
But guys, before we go, can we just laugh at Arsenal? What a joke club. What a joke club.
We have Kunaal on next week, and I'm sure he's going to have some words for you, but it is what it is. Peace and love, guys. Thank you for joining us. Share.
Peace and love, guys. It was a pleasure.
Commented on predictions and sent your predictions into Twitter. Please keep doing that. We don't have predictions for this week because we're going into international break, but we'll be doing that. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Like, share, subscribe. All the in.
Ole in.
Peace and love, guys.
Jorginho for Ballon d'Or. Thank you, guys.